Well, after staying overnight at Peggy Sue's Diner near the Calico Ghost Town, we had our coffee and said goodbye to the animals. And then we pointed our trusty crystal down the road and took off towards Utah. Yeah, getting up into the desert and heading towards Las Vegas, one of the main things we saw was this massive solar farm. I don't think I'd heard about this farm, but I don't think I'd ever seen it. So yeah, saw that, and then we started heading into Vegas, and I have never seen Vegas so empty. It was just really kind of eerie to be driving through a place that I've been so many times and had it be just so jam-packed with people and then have be nobody there. So leaving Vegas took us up the long grade towards Utah and through this corner of Arizona I'd never been in. Followed along the river here for a bit, and it just took us into this canyon that was just really beautiful. Then we hit Utah. Stoked to be here. Took the road up past St. George and heading towards the town of Leeds. We had to get off near Tokerville and turn around and go back to the exit for our boondocking spot. And we got there, turned up this road and just headed up through this neighborhood. Some really nice houses here, so it was cool. Be nice to live there. It's nice to know that we boondock in places that are above these $1 million homes. So yeah, we come into the Dixie Forest here, and we went up this road a little ways, and yeah, some of the cliffs were a little sharp edged, and we went past them and didn't really find any spots up there, so we turned around and we came back to this spot that we had passed, which was a big wide open space, and we were able to back into the spot here, and it was all nice and flat, and here's our campsite. As this was our first time camping in the Red Rocks of Utah, I just wanted to take a little stroll around the camp area and see what kind of flora and fauna are growing, which is one of my favorite hobbies to do. And here's some of the flowers that I found just growing around camp down in the canyon just below us. Yeah, we could see Zion in the distance from our camp, so we were really excited to get going the next day. Well, we'd never been to Zion before, but we've seen some videos of it, and usually this time of year it's just really crowded, and I guess there's shuttles usually for people to get up to the Riverwalk at the end of the road here, and everywhere along the road there was places where people could park. These were probably two of the most packed ones that we went by, but yeah, it was really cool to be in a national park with hardly any people in it. Yeah, and one of the places that we stopped was called Court of the Patriarchs. And this is it up ahead of us here, and there's 3 of them there. And when we pulled over to check it out, I took this pano shot that makes our car look tiny. All squished up. Yeah, when we got to the parking area of the River Walk, there was plenty of room to park, and we got out of the car and got ourselves ready to be safe and socially distant, and we took a walk down the Riverside Walk, and it's like nobody on it. I mean, and I guess that day when we got to the end of the walk, we saw maybe 100 people all day long. Maybe 10% of them were wearing masks. Anyway, whatever. But it was just such a beautiful walk in, and just every corner you take, you get a new perspective of things that you've been seeing coming up the canyon, and it's just fantastic. And here we are at the end of the canyon by the Narrows hike, and we hung out there in the water for a while, and got to do one of my favorite things, which is sitting by a river, just watching the water flow past. It's just so peaceful. And in a place like this, you get to pan around and just have towering cliffs around you, and it's just really, I don't know what you say, it's just outrageous. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Putting my feet in the water is one of my favorite things, and while we were sitting there, the squirrels around here were just like no fear at all. They just come right up to you and just hang out, not even scared of you at all. After we finished our hike up the river walkway, we took Highway 9 up through Zion and just up into these different change of scenery up there, and we took a hike up around there. And then on the way back, we saw a fire. And we saw smoke from the fire anyway, and then when we got up close to it, the road was closed. So we turned around and went the other way, went back through Hurricane, and when we came back near the freeway, we saw this reservoir, a sign for the reservoir. So we just went up there and we just checked it out, and they wanted $15 to park in the parking lot for day use. So we laughed and just went up the road and just hiked down to the water and hung out for a little while. And when we got back to camp, we took a drive up the road behind us up into the pine forest, higher elevation. It was quite a bit colder, so we didn't stay very long. But it was really beautiful and lush up there compared to down here where it was quite a bit warmer. Down below our camp was a really nice red rock cliff hiking area that we checked out. And yeah, from up here you could see out towards Zion again. And it was just a really nice place to go hiking around. we really enjoyed our time in this area, and we really look forward to coming back. Well, our next stop's Bryce Canyon, and we really look forward to being there, and we really appreciate you watching our videos. Please like and subscribe to our videos, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.